We thankful for all of those that are joining, those that will join us hereafter. Today's not really going to be a lesson, but it's going to be more like a research project that I'm giving you all to go out and look at. Some things to consider. So I just simply call it items to research. I definitely believe that we must definitely know what's going on around us and what's taking place, because so many things are happening and people are turning a blind eye and a deaf ear to it. But all of these things are pushing us fast towards the end time and the coming deception that if those days weren't shortened, it would deceive the very elect. So we are just trying to educate our audience. I don't have all the answers, but I do want to provoke you to go out and just do some looking around. Now, of course, I don't believe everything I see out there, but some things I've seen for myself, and I'm like, okay, something's not right there. Let's look a little more into it. So let's pray, Miss Baka, and then we'll get started. Baruch Hashem Yahuwah Eloheinu Melech Haolam. Father, thank you for another Shabbat, for another time of fellowship, another time of study, another time just to focus on you. Really appreciate you, Father, for allowing us to make it this far. It's by your presence and by your power that we're here today. Father, I ask you to just bless my Miss Baka. Keep them steadfast. Keep them always abounding in your work. Keep them, Father, always examining themselves to make sure that they're in the faith. Father, I praise you. I give you esteem for all you're going to show us and cause us to search out. In the name of Yahushua HaMashiach, the mediator of this covenant, we thank you. Hallel to Yahuwah. Amen. All right, so it's going to be short and compact, but I definitely want you to, some things I want you to look into. So, now, I know we've probably talked about this long time ago, but these things have been just off the chain here lately. And so, and I want you to start to take notice. I want you to start to look up in the sky. Okay, Miss Baka? And notice that how these chemtrails are just off the chain now. And usually, you will see the chemtrails, that these chemtrails are concentrated usually during sunset. You'll see them all over the sky, but usually at sunset or when the sun's at the height, you'll see these chemtrails all over the place. And so you gotta ask yourself, what in the world are they doing? Why are they spraying so much? What are they trying to hide? What are they trying to create? Now, keep in mind that they also have created a cloud machine. And we've talked about this over and over. Cloud cover. I mean, I remember years, growing up, we used to see the sun. We didn't have just days of clouds and clouds with no purpose. Usually when you had clouds, there was some type of rain or precipitation, snow or something. But now it's like you just get clouds, just cloudy. And so this stuff should really make us start to think. Now, I want you to start looking up at the sky. You know, just do a little observation for yourself. And, you know, and I see someone saying the chemtrails are all over Dallas. And so it's something going on, you know. And yeah, I do think that they've already proven all the different metals and things that are in the chemtrails, but there are also other things too, because these chemtrails seem to spread out and their designs in the sky, and we'll talk more about it. But I'm gonna recommend, and you might think this sounds crazy, but it's not, because you know I noticed when they spray a lot of chemtrails, my sinuses act up, get various types of symptoms and stuff. So what we've got to do, what can we do to combat these things? We can detox, okay? Because they're attacking us from above. They're also attacking, and I put attached, but it's attack. They're also attacking us from below. So from above, they're putting all these metals and different things in the air. They even talked about nanotechnology. Now, you can go out there and research this stuff. You might think I'm crazy, where they can put stuff in the air. Then once you inhale it or is absorbed by the skin, it can grow in your body, like nanotechnology. So and of course, we know sickness is a big business. And I don't know about you, but you know, at one point in my life, you know, for sickness, oh, you know, hey, give me a pill, it'll take care of it. But the pill is not the answer, and we've definitely got to search out better answers than simply taking a pill. Because what happens, I don't know if you've listened to any of the commercials for medication. They'll rattle off a list of things that the medication could possibly do, and I'm listening to the list, and I'm like, the list sounds of what it could harm you sounds worse than what you're taking it for. So, you know, one of the things we definitely got to look at is detoxing the body. And I left a link there because I think he's a very good source, and that's Dr. Morris Herbal Health Club, and he has some good videos and telling you about detoxing. Because I mean, for me, I lowered my consumption of meat because I know this attack is on my temple, and it's trying to bring this temple to a decrepit state. So I'm trying to get this temple back to where it should be. It's going to be a battle because you're being attacked from above, below. Your water's being attacked. The air is being attacked. So many things are being attacked that if you don't keep your body going, you know, think about it. You've always got to think. So when you talk about what to eat, what are they always recommending for us to eat? When you start looking, go to the Heart Foundation. Look at, you know, what they recommend for eating, you know, grains and different things. Everything that they recommending is to hurt you. Now, and when I say hurt you, to bring the body into a state where it's creating turmoil on the inside, mucus. It's backing up your system. Your body can't eliminate. Instead of that, it's storing. Everything is designed to make your body acidic when your body is supposed to be alkaline. So, now granted, I still, because we're commanded, I eat Passover lamb, but my meat consumption has come down extremely. I'm not a vegan or a vegetarian or anything like that, but I'm simply trying to fight off the attack from above, the attack from below. And so I'm giving you this stuff to cause you to research, because it's definitely going to be helpful for you in the long run. Now, there are certain foods that are just not good for you, and I always suggest that we do our research. Don't just take somebody's word for it. Go out there and research for yourself. Some foods just aren't good for you. So, where is all this stuff leading? Now, here's something I just wanted you to think about. With them changing, with the cloud maker and the chemtrails and what they're doing, they're changing the role of what the sun can do. And people, don't pay attention. They think it's normal. But, it takes the sunlight to produce harvests, to produce fruits and vegetables, do all that. It takes sunlight for that. For our grass to grow, for everything to operate as normal. But they're steadily trying to block the sun out. And this brings me to my next point that you might shake your head, but I'm going to advocate that you do some huge research on this one. And I call it new technology. It's really not new. They actually have what they call a sun or solar simulator. They have a moon simulator, and there are patents. I actually saw the patent on the solar simulator or sun simulator, and it's in combination with Bausch Lomb, the ones that make the contacts. So this just prompted, I had taken some videos of the sun, and I started going back in this is about a couple of months ago, and I just went back and started looking at those videos, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy, because you could actually see, you would think that the sun is round. But this, I could definitely see that there was something around there, but there was something in front of it. And I'm shaking my head. I'm like, okay. So I just started doing more research. And I want you to think about it from this point. In Bereshit, the first chapter, 14th, 15th verse, Yahuwah put the sun, moon, and stars up there for a sign. So this world has its own Elohim, the adversary. So he's making his own sun, moon, and stars. He's doing his own thing. So when you look at this technology, you'll see videos where the sun is pulsing. You'll see other videos where it looks like they're trying to cover up something. You know, and the chemtrails, when they're trying to cover up, go crazy over the sun. And you'll see, I've seen where the sun was in one place, you can see there's something else out there. There are other bodies. And for whatever cause or reason, they trying to make sure that you don't see this stuff. So the sun simulator was actually patented back in the 1960s. And there are a couple of different patents out there. So could man possibly have the technology? And there's actually, you'll find videos when you research of them saying the sun simulator is to produce clean energy. And I'm like, okay. So could it be possible they're controlling the sun by putting something in front of it and then sending down a different type of light? Oh yeah, this is definitely possible. Because you got to remember, this atmosphere is changing now. And who knows? It could be paving the way for whatever's in the heart of the earth to come out again. Who knows? But I'm just telling you to look up and start taking notice of these things. Watch the skies. You know, be observant. Because the end goal for this group is world dominance. So they control, think about it. They control all the resources. They control the sun. Now, I'm just giving you a moon. They control your water. Because most of us don't go out and you know, we buy bottled water, we on city water, whatever the case may be. They control what you're breathing. They're controlling what you're eating. You know, they'll jack up the prices of fruits and vegetables and make stuff that's not good for you more affordable. So when people go to the grocery store, they don't know any better. So they buy the more affordable stuff instead of paying for this, you know, what's healthy. So, you know, I'm just you know, just kind of thinking outside the box today. And I want to get my listening audience to realize there is something going on. Now, the next little part, building gods. Okay, you're going to notice at some point that there is a movement. There's going to be a movement. See, what they're doing is they're steadily indoctrinating the people, and they don't even know it. First, you went from gay lesbian. There was gay lesbian. Okay, you don't really hear much about that anymore. Now it's transgender. The next movement you're going to see is going to be transhuman or transhumanism. That's going to be the merging of the human brain and body with technology. Now, you can go and their goal is exactly what was in what Hasatan stated in Bereshit or Genesis 3. And that was their eyes would be open, they weren't going to die, and they'd be just like Elohim. Those three factors. So if you go look up building on YouTube, Building God's Documentary, Transhuman Artificial Intelligence and Nanotechnology, you're going to see that their goal, because it's to build gods, people that live forever. What does that do? It takes Yahuwah Elohim out the picture. That's what they're trying to do. It's not going to happen in the long run, because Yahuwah's going to do his thing. He's got his plan and purpose. But I'm telling you what their goal is, what they're trying to do. So you're going to see this huge movement. And I want you to think about it, because they're already indoctrinating people now with the movies they come out with. Think about it, the Supermans and the Supergirls and the Marvels, Spider-Man. They can do superhuman things, Iron Man. They're already desensitizing the population. So when they say, hey, let's say we can give you a chip and plant a chip in you and you can live forever. Or now in the video, the guy gives, he says when a woman has a baby, we're going to give them a choice. They can have a regular baby, or they can have, so to speak, a super baby, where we'll insert a nano chip size of a grain of sand. And it'll cause this baby to be super, so to speak, godlike. So they have this agenda. And Miss Picard, we can sit back and play dumb and act like it's not happening, but this stuff is happening. And the best thing you can do to prepare yourself is live righteous. Follow his commandments so that you can be a part of the elect that don't see this destruction that's coming. Because this is all going to culminate. It's going to be a war of the seed. This battle that's going to ensue is going to be the seed of the word of Elohim against the seed of the word of Hasatan. You're going to have one or the other seed. And when it comes down to it, the only way you're going to know that you got his seed is that you're not only a hearer of the word, but you're a doer also. So this battle's ensuing. So I still recommend, if you haven't already, to go out and watch the Three Giants, the True Legends movies on the Giants. There's another one, Hollow Earth, that I recommend that you watch. That's pretty good. So there's just a conglomeration of stuff that we need to be aware of. And that's the only reason I'm bringing this stuff up, is so you can be aware of what's going on, that you won't be ignorant. It tells us to not be ignorant of the adversary's devices, what he's using, how he's plotting. So, and I see somebody left a website for me to look at. I will take a look. But I'm just encouraging you to make sure, check out some of this stuff. Look at the sun simulator. All the things that are happening up in our skies. It's crazy. It should make you want to live righteous. So, if you got any questions, just shoot me an email. I wasn't going to go long today, but I'm giving you some stuff to go out there and research, to look at, some things to think about. So, I just want to pray real quick. And he told us to watch and pray, that you don't enter into temptation. So I'm just giving you some stuff, and if I hear more stuff, I will let you know. But make sure you do your due diligence. Check it out. See what you see. Father, I pray that you prepare us against that hour, that we will not live in ignorance, but we will live with the knowledge of your word and be able to see the things that are happening in the world and know the signs and be able to be in a position where we can be shielded. I pray that you give my mispakah knowledge, understanding, memory, recall, fear of Elohim, all the things we need, Father, because this world is definitely corrupt. It's corrupt in every fashion. The enemy has definitely made this his world. But we wait and anticipate the coming of our King, the mediator of this covenant, who will restore order and put everything back the way it should be. Give us, Father, strength in your word. In the name of Mashiach Yahusha, we say Todah Rabbah for all of your kindness you have shown us. And we bless you now. In the name of Mashiach Yahusha, the mediator of this covenant, Hallel to Yahuwah. Amen. All right. So just for those that haven't heard, that there will be no service at the Path to Yahuwah today. Okay, just so you know. So when you're trying to log on, you can't get on. There is no service at the Path to Yahuwah. Okay, if you haven't already, make sure you check out our Hebrew Foundation Resource Center. If you're a new believer, start with the New Believer Start Here. Give you books that will be helpful for you in your walk. And of course, if you'd like to order some Keepers with the Father's name on it, that's the address or website. And of course, we're always advocating teaching our children the Hebrew 10 Commandments, paperback and Kindle. Paper version and Kindle is training and teaching for our children. And also the Hebrew Passover story, which is definitely something we need to make sure we teach our children. If you haven't already, order your bookmarkers. They're free. If you're able to give a donation, donations are welcome. But if you're not, don't let that stop you. Order your bookmarkers at www.bm.hebrewfoundation.org. And if you would like to support our cause, you can do so a couple different ways. PayPal, you can mail in money orders, checks, or you can use our online giving tool, which will bring you here. And we do appreciate all those that have supported us monetarily and with prayers. So make sure you take some time out, research some of this stuff. Shoot me some emails. Let me know what you found and just your thoughts. All right, this is Moreh Medad Yahoo ben Yasharel saying unto you, Shabbat Shalom. Make this the best Shabbat.